Renault 20 1975-80. The Renault 20, R20, and Renault 30, A30, are two executive cars produced by the French automaker Renault between 1975 and 1984. The most upmarket and expensive Renaults of their time, the two cars were almost identical with regard to sheet metal and mechanicals. The R30 was the larger engined and more expensive of the two. The two cars were easily distinguished between each other from their differing headlight configuration. The Renault 20 had two single rectangular headlights, whereas the Renault 30 had quadruple round headlights. The interior specifications differed substantially, however, with the Renault 30 having a higher specification in all models. Over 622,000 R20s and 145,000 R30s were produced in Sandouville near Le Havre, France. The Renault 30 variant had a reputation for heavy depreciation. Motorists Guide reported the cost of a brand new 30TX automatic as $11,950 in May 1984. By June 1986, a good example was worth about $3,450 within the motoring trade. Launched in March 1975 at the Geneva Motor Show, the Renault 30 TS was marketed as Renault's flagship model, and it was the first Renault with an engine having more than 4 cylinders since the pre-war Renault Vivastella. It was one of the first cars, the other two being the Peugeot 604 and Volvo 264, to use the then newly introduced 2664cc PRV V6 engine, which was developed jointly between Peugeot, Renault and Volvo. The PRV produced 130 PS, 96 kilowatts, and could power the R30 to a top speed of 185 km per hour, 115 miles per hour. The vehicle's hatchback styling was derivative of the extremely successful Renault 16. The more affordable Renault 20, which was presented at the Paris Salon in November 1975, exactly 8 months after the Renault 30 TS, and used the same hatchback body styling as the R30 but with two rectangular headlights instead of the R30's quadruple round lights. The Renault 20 was essentially a replacement for the discontinued Renault 16, albeit in a rather larger body shell. Under the bonnet, the R20 had the smaller 4-cylinder 1647cc engine, from the Renault 16 TX, rated at 90 PS, 66 kilowatts. Other technical differences between the 20 and 30 were that 20 used drum brakes at the rear wheels, 13-inch wheel rims, and a smaller 60-liter fuel tank. The 20 came in 3 different trim variations, L, TL and GTL. The two cars were effectively two badge-engineered versions of the same car with separate numeric classification. The R20 received an all-new 2068cc diesel engine in November 1979, Renault's first diesel automobile.